Now we know that Grayscale has been dumping Bitcoin on the market to the tune of 10,000 to maybe up to 25,000 Bitcoin every day. It's not 25,000 every day, but I think the biggest chunk that they sold so far was 25,000 Bitcoin in one day. And all of this is because quite possibly they can't meet the fees, the very, very low fees that to the likes of BlackRock, Fidelity. So now people are fleeing Grayscale for the other players. And proof of that, BlackRock has already reached $1.3 billion for their Bitcoin spot ETF. I think they have about 33,000 Bitcoin now on their books. How soon we forget that just a few years ago, there was a source of FUD that Grayscale was such a large holder of Bitcoin. They had by far, besides Satoshi, I think, and obviously the centralized exchanges, Grayscale was right up there with being a very, very large holder of Bitcoin. Now they are being dispersed, but to who? Probably other institutions. And you can see this because, it's not like they're flooding the Bitcoin network with these transactions. Most likely these are being executed over the counter. So it's more of a peer-to-peer, like an escrow service, matching up large sellers with large buyers. Also, just for some reference here, before the ETF was launched for Grayscale, here are some numbers. They were buying Bitcoin September 14th, 2022 at the price of about $20,000. Then they were selling July 25th, 2023, November 2nd, 2023, and then not until January 11th, January 12th, January 16th, January 17th, 18th, and twice on the 19th, both for substantial amounts of Bitcoin. So they are dumping as much as they can because they have to, because people are abandoning their investment product because they can't compete with the low fees being offered on BlackRock and these other ETF providers. I have some other interesting news coming out about some research on cryptocurrencies and those criminals. Crypto is for criminals, right? Bitcoin, only criminals use cryptocurrency. Turns out the report that Elizabeth Warren has used time and again to reference the fact that cryptocurrencies are used almost exclusively for criminal activity, that is just plain false. So for those of you who are believe in those silly politicians again, let this one sink in. In fact, if you were to actually read the report that Elizabeth Warren was referring to, you would find that the report actually says quite the opposite. They say that there's quite a few mitigating factors that would prevent crypto being used to evade sanctions. And they're also saying that because of blockchain technology being pseudo-anonymous and public and quite traceable, actually, if they could in fact identify those who are making these transactions, it would be very easy for them to track those transactions because it is a public immutable ledger. And if that's not enough, we have Chainalysis coming out with a report saying that 99.6% of crypto transactions are legal, and illicit crypto transactions were down from 39.6 billion to 24.2 billion in 2023, showing a drop in criminal activity. Turns out they prefer cash or working directly with the banks, much like what is happening with HSBC and some of those cartel members and the arrangements they have for the cash box that fit conveniently through the teller windows. There's really interesting things that happen with banks. And they've had that figured out far before crypto ever was on the scene. But that's not to say that crime does not happen in cryptocurrencies. Scammers are everywhere. Please be warned. And they're getting smarter. Even though criminals directly using cryptocurrency is going down, and generally the hacks in the cryptocurrency space are also going down, the scammers have to get smarter to trick you. So, we're getting smarter, but so are they. So let's keep on it. Here are two main Here are the two emotions that scammers will get you to react: fear or greed. Fear, as in you are receiving an email posing with someone posing from, let's say, an exchange or a wallet provider that you use. I've recently had some from MetaMask, for example. MetaMask doesn't collect your email, so no one is ever going to email you about MetaMask. But saying something is wrong, you need to click this link, you need to import your seed phrase to keep your cryptocurrency safe. It's a scam. Never do it. Never click on the links. Or they try to make you take action through greed. Let's say your favorite influencer or personality on YouTube or Twitter is contacting you directly and personally offering you an investment opportunity that is just too good to miss. It's a super secret, super profitable, guaranteed way to make money. It's a scam. Every time, 9 out of 10, those are all the scams that you're going to encounter. But the way that they portray them, the way that they make you fall for them is getting more and more tricky. So please keep that in mind. I put links to all of our official social media accounts for myself and for Toby, for Instagram, for Twitter, for this YouTube, of course, down below in every single video description. So if you wonder if I'm the one contacting you about a special investment opportunity, I'm not. And always verify who you are talking to. Unfortunately, Trezor had yet another security breach of their customers' data. Now, this does not have anything to do with the coins stored on the devices, but this has a lot to do for 66,000 people whose emails have now potentially been compromised. And that means that those 66,000 people could be seeing a new wave of phishing scams. And that's where they're emailing you, trying to contact you again to elicit fear or greed to get you to click on a link, to get you to fork over your cryptocurrency, either through giving them your seed phrases or giving you an opportunity in which you're giving them their crypto and you're not going to get anything back. Okay, now for some more uplifting news. We have these cool tools that come out with cryptocurrencies every so often. This one is based on the Solana blockchain, and it's an interesting combination. For those of you who are the Tinder generation, luckily Toby swooped me up before I could get sucked into the Tinder phenomenon, and I think I'm all the better for it. Anyway, here is this new app on the Solana blockchain called Tinder. It's where charts and Tinder came together, and you can swipe left or right on the charts of a cryptocurrency. You can swipe right to check out more of that coin's charts and more of the information and potentially buy it if you want to, or swipe left if you're not interested, going on to the next chart to be analyzed. So for those of you who want to really just like do speed dating with your charts of cryptocurrencies, you're just looking for really fast tokenomic signals for the next one that you want to be buying, this could be a really cool opportunity, possibly saving you a lot of time, possibly getting you into some trouble because you're going to be exposed to buying a lot more different cryptocurrencies, certainly small cap cryptos that are definitely risky. This is not investment advice. Obviously, I'm not even talking about a specific cryptocurrency, but this whole concept of like fast acting, deciding to buy or trade a crypto could be dangerous, but it is really interesting. And it's brought to you again on the Solana blockchain I think it's in partnership with the Telegram trading bot Unibot. So that's probably where, it's obviously on your phone happening, but Tinder, who'd have thought? Tinder came to crypto. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting one for you guys to check out. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.